A little girl gave her blood without knowing whose life she was saving. That man, a powerful CEO, was on the brink of death, and her courage gave him a second chance. But this was only the beginning. That brave, extraordinary little girl with a heart bigger than most adults was about to discover a secret that would change her life forever. A secret that would reshape her future and the bond they shared. Get ready, because this story isn't just about gratitude or fate. It's about family, love, and the courage to fight for what truly matters. The fluorescent lights of Denver General Hospital buzzed overhead as 7-year-old Madison Carter pressed her small face against the glass of the pediatric ward. She had no idea that a simple act of courage today would shape her entire future. Across the room, Richard Sterling, a successful CEO, was in critical condition, struggling for each breath. Madison's small hands trembled as she followed the instructions to donate her rare blood type, AB negative with a specific Rh factor. Richard had survived accidents and business risks before, but this time it was a little girl's bravery that kept him alive. Her eyes, bright and determined, reflected courage far beyond her years. In that moment, neither of them realized how intertwined their lives would soon become. After the donation, Richard recovered quickly, but he couldn't shake the thought of Madison's quiet strength. He arranged a visit to Sunset Hills Children's Home, determined to see the girl who had saved his life. There he met Mrs. Henderson, the home's administrator, whose casual dismissal of the children's potential immediately set off alarms. Children like Madison need structure, not unrealistic dreams, she said, her voice cold and calculating. Richard felt a surge of anger. This little girl had saved his life, yet here was someone trying to limit her future. That afternoon, Richard made a bold decision. He would donate $100,000 to Sunset Hills, but with conditions. He demanded regular reports, improved living conditions, and the ability to visit. Mrs. Henderson's eyes lit with greed, but Richard's focus was on Madison. Later, he contacted his attorney, Victoria Hartwell, and a private investigator, Jake Morrison. The legal and investigative groundwork was set. Richard's goal was clear: ensure Madison's potential wasn't wasted and protect her from the indifferent adults around her. He would stop at nothing to give her the future she deserved. Victoria Hartwell was one of Denver's top family law attorneys. Intelligent, compassionate, and protective of children, she immediately understood the challenges ahead. Mrs. Henderson will resist, and proving neglect is tough, she explained. But there was another path, one Richard hadn't considered. Have you looked into your extended family? Victoria asked. Richard had never done so. His parents had died when he was 22, leaving him with wealth but no family connections. But something in her words stirred a distant memory, a subtle instinct that his bond with Madison might run deeper than gratitude. Jake Morrison dug into Madison's history. Birth certificates, hospital records, and family trees revealed a stunning truth. Madison's mother was Sarah Sterling, Carter, Richard's first cousin. For years, the family had been separated by tragedy and bureaucracy. Madison, the little girl who saved his life, was blood-related. She was family. Richard's mind raced. The legal implications were huge. If he could prove the connection, he would have. Standing to protect Madison from adoption proceedings, pushed by the wealthy Blackwoods, the discovery changed everything. Suddenly, this wasn't just about gratitude or philanthropy. It was about family, justice, and giving Madison the life she deserved. That evening, Richard and Victoria strategized over dinner. They discussed DNA, testing, legal filings, and emergency custody procedures. The stakes were higher than any business deal Richard had ever handled. Madison's fate rested in their hands, and every hour counted. The next morning, the DNA results arrived. The connection was undeniable. Madison was more than a second cousin. She was Richard's niece. His father had a secret daughter, Madison's mother, whose tragic fate had left her in state care. The same rare blood type that saved Richard's life ran in her veins. The universe had orchestrated their reunion in ways neither could have imagined. Armed with DNA proof, Richard, Victoria, and a social worker returned to Sunset Hills. Mrs. Henderson's schemes unraveled as Richard's legal standing gave him priority over any prospective adoptive parents. Madison reading to younger children with her butterfly. Book sense the change, Mr. Sterling? She asked, looking up. Richard knelt beside her. Madison, I found out we're family. Your mother was my sister, you're my niece. Madison paused, processing the revelation, then smiled and took his hand. I want to come home with you, Uncle Richard. Within hours, the paperwork was complete. Madison transitioned from institutional care to Richard's penthouse, her room, transformed with soft pastel, walls, bookshelves, and a window seat overlooking Denver. That night, tucked into her new bed, she whispered, "It feels like coming home." 6 months later, Richard and Victoria were married, and Madison, as flower girl, symbolized the family they had built together. Richard had found love, purpose, and a deeper understanding of what family truly meant. Madison thrived in an environment that nurtured her intelligence, compassion, and leadership. The little girl who had saved Richard's life had also saved his soul. The Sterling family story became a celebrated tale of hope, courage, and unexpected love, a testament to the idea that family and generosity can transform lives forever.